Shamaya, you did it.
STL Music.
Is that good? Welcome back to the show. Yo, listen up, we back in the game. Sweet the league, we got the flame. Motivated to the fullest every single day. We wake up, get it in every way. Right from the two in the global inspiration. Talk this world to top news, no hesitation. Sweet the league is back. We always coming back, that's a fact. Wanna tell them that STL Music, mama, we did it, where we at? Coach Jill in the house with the flow so tight. Derrick Gervin, Purple rock stats, we unite. Yeah, the best show, Monday through Friday. If this ain't different, they lying. We got the energy. When I say sweep, you say the league. Sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league, sweep the league. San Antonio, let's go. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. Sweep the league. San Antonio, let's.
Hey, it's Rain Fernandez, and you're watching Sweep the League. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and Facebook at Rain Fernandez, Rayne Fernandez.
Hi, it's Sherilyn, and you're watching Sweep the League TV. Follow me on Instagram at official Sherilyn for more content.
2, 1.
Well, as you guys can tell, Derrick Gervin doesn't miss anything. If you don't want to miss anything as well, go to YouTube. Search at Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber today. We're giving away a bunch of prizes and stuff. Be a subscriber today so you don't miss, just like Derrick never misses. Subscribe to Sweep the League.
Hey, this is George Iceman Gervin, and you're listening to Sweep the League Radio.
On the eve of Derrick Gervin going into UTSA Hall of Fame, this is Sweep the League. It's going to be a Thursday night pick'em edition. Unfortunately, Derrick's got some Hall of Fame stuff he's got to take care of today, so he's not going to be on the show today. We won't be having a show tomorrow as well. So we're not doing a show tomorrow. Just, Derrick's going into the Hall of Fame, so it's going to be his night. It's going to be a great night for Derrick and the Gervin family as he goes into UTSA's Hall of Fame. He called me a little while ago. He's got another Hall of Fame duty that he's got to do tonight, so he's not going to be on the show with us right now. We're waiting for Coach Gio to see if he'll jump on the show. If not, I'll give you my pick'ems here for the NFL and NCAA. We'll go over those tonight. Also, Saturday UTSA football game. We'll be out there. They're going to be, I believe they're going to do something for the Hall of Famers at that game. So if you're going to be in at the game, be sure to check it out. Derrick Gervin's going to be out there. It'll be myself. It'll be Shamaya as well. We won't be. Had somebody ask me about the tailgating. We won't be at the tailgating party. I got a prior commitment in the morning, so we won't get there till close to game time. But we will all be out there. So be sure to honor Derrick Gervin this weekend. It is his weekend. So again, congratulations to Derrick Gervin going into UTSA Hall of Fame. He's getting his own. We always say he's getting the gold jacket. He's gonna have the bust, the statues, everything. For Derrick Gervin going into UTSA Hall of Fame. Congratulations again, man. Speaking of college basketball, Tony Bennett retiring from Virginia. I believe he's won the 2019 national championship with Virginia. Surprised in a way. He said it was not health related. It was a surprise that he actually retired, just kind of out of the blue. But, as more information comes out, I'll pass it along. Like I said, I just know what happened, that he ended up retiring. Sources were telling ESPN that the decision was not health related. So there comes a time, sometimes you just kind of want to walk away. Maybe you lose the love for the game. Maybe it's something that happened with Tony and he just kind of lost love for the game. So best wishes to Tony Bennett. He did retire today as men's head basketball coach for Virginia Cavaliers. So nonetheless, man, let's get into the weekend, man. We got the weekend coming up. Got big Hall of Fame stuff going on right now with Derrick Gervin. So he's going into the Hall of Fame, as mentioned. No show tonight. Just remember, there's no show. I mean, no show tomorrow. Sorry, no show tomorrow. We're taking the night off. It's Derrick Gervin's night. We're gonna, be with him. Some of us in spirit. Some of you guys may actually be out going out to the Hall of Fame due to prior commitments for me. I won't be able to make it, but be sure to honor Derrick Gervin as much as you can this weekend as he goes in tomorrow night. So let's get into some college. We'll do some college football to start the night off here. Let me bring up our college football scoreboard here. And we're going to do the top 25 only, as we normally do here on Sweep the League. We'll go game by game again, seeing if Coach Joe will be joining us tonight here. He'll jump on here in just a little bit if he's going to be doing it. But nonetheless, we're going to get started here. So as you can see, we're going to start the weekend off here. Oregon and Purdue tomorrow night. Number 2, Oregon against Purdue. Right now, Oregon's playing the best out of any Big Ten school. They coming off a victory off of Ohio State last week. Oregon's looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and I'm not even going to sweat this one at all. I'm taking the Oregon Ducks in this game to beat Purdue. I know Gio will always say, traveling into Boilermaker country, West Lafayette, Indiana, it's possible that, you're going to have a tough game. It's possible, but Oregon's playing, superb football right now. So I'm taking Oregon over Purdue, Oklahoma State, BYU again tomorrow night over at Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium. I'm gonna take BYU for this one. Oklahoma State, they have a fighting chance. I'm gonna give them a fighting chance against BYU. I'm not too sold on BYU. I mean, I know they're 6-0. But again, this is what Coach Gio, myself, and everybody else we kind of call that trap game right here. So be on the lookout. Oklahoma State. I mean, BYU is only favored by, I believe it's 9.5 right now. You gotta respect Oklahoma State. You really do. So nonetheless, I'm gonna take BYU for the win in that game. So give me BYU to beat Oklahoma State. Then we go to Auburn, Missouri, and against Missouri. Now, Auburn's record's 2-4, struggling in the year. Missouri is only favored by 4 points in this game. So, is this a trap game? For Missouri, it's I'm not so sure it is. I don't know. I'm gonna reluctantly take Missouri in this game, even though they are favored by 4. This is one of those games Auburn. It's SEC football. We all know how SEC football is, man. So I'm gonna take Missouri in this game. We'll try to get everybody else's picks here just a little bit. Comments are coming in. Big news today in college basketball. Yeah, with Tony Bennett. Boston College down by 7 points right now, going into the fourth quarter. Tomorrow morning, UVA. Well, yeah. So we'll wait for the press conference on that one. Derrick Gervin holiday tomorrow. Yeah. If Gio arrives late, you need to cut pay salary. Yeah. I'm just here to say, fired in a sound, fire Mickey Loomis, and screw it, bring back Mike Thomas. Who dat? I hear you loud and clear, Leha. I hear you loud and clear on that one. Yeah, we always get that one. FSU took tomorrow night. Yeah. I'll take. I don't know who I would take in that game. It's not part of the preview there, Tim, but nonetheless, I mean, Auburn and Oregon. I mean, Auburn and Missouri. Going back to that game, I do like Missouri a lot. I kind of maybe see the possibility of an upset there when it comes to Auburn and Missouri. I don't know how. It's kind of hard because you have Tomey with Auburn, 10 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I mean, Cook's been taking care of the ball, only 1 interception. Right now, Hunter's the best running back between him and Noel. So I'm gonna say Missouri. I think it's gonna be a lot closer than they're only favored by 4. I think it's gonna be around a 4-point game. I think it's gonna be close, like they're calling it. I'm gonna take Missouri. Auburn still, I haven't been high on Auburn all year, man, to be honest with you. I think it's gonna come down to the running backs between Noel and Hunter. when it comes to Auburn and Missouri. But give me Missouri for that win right there. East Carolina Army. You know, Army's been on a tear, man. Army's been too good to pick against them. I feel they're going to be able to. They're playing in West Point, New York, so I really feel the home crowd's going to give them there. I don't see them having any trouble with East Carolina. Go ahead and give me Army for the win. Miami traveling to Louisville, Kentucky, L&M Federal Credit Union Stadium in Louisville, Kentucky. Great game here. Probably one of the games to watch when it comes to the weekend. You're going to have Cam Ward against Shao here. I mean, Shao has what, about 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns. Cam Ward is over 2,200 yards, 20 touchdowns. Both guys are taking care of the ball really, really well. I think Shao has 3 interceptions. Cam Ward has 5 interceptions, I believe, on the season. You definitely have a running game. You know, Martinez is the leading rusher right now for Miami. Brown's leading rusher at 508 yards, 3 touchdowns. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with Miami on this game. Louisville is a 5-point underdog, but it reminds people of the Kentucky game. You know, when you saw Georgia go to Kentucky and you see Kentucky play, you know, tough and upset some of these bigger teams. This kind of has that feel to it for Miami. Could this be the trip up game that a lot of us talk about? It's possible, but I think Cam Ward has shown in the past couple of weeks that he can get it done for Miami, even in the waning minutes of the game. I mean, you've seen magic, Cam Ward magic happen. So I think they stay undefeated. I'm going to go with the Miami Hurricanes to go to 7-0. I'll call it now. I think it's going to be a field goal. I think they win by a field goal. Miami wins by a field goal. Louisville covers of the 5 points because Miami's going to win by a field goal. So I'm going to go with Miami. I think it's going to be just too close of a game. We go down to Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium, where the Sweep the League's team of the year is what I guess what we're calling it here. The Indiana Hoosiers are going to be playing against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Dylan Riola for Nebraska against Curtis Rourke for Indiana. Rourke is the guy going. He's basically going under the table, man. Under the table, 1,700 yards, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I'm trying to. I know this is a game here that we are looking. I know Gio's got it circled because this is a game that can definitely catapult Indiana further. I mean, they're ranked number 16 right now. Beating Nebraska convincingly because remember, Nebraska's what, 5-1. They're 2-1 in the conference. This is a game right here, and it's a statement game for Indiana. I think Indiana comes out strong. I think you're going to see Curtis Rourke play at another level. Riola for Nebraska is going to play at a higher level as well. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to probably end up being a shootout. Even though the over and under set at 49.5, I think it's going to be a little bit higher scoring than that for both games. I'm taking the favors in this game. I'm taking Indiana. I'm going to stick with the Hoosiers right now. We've been calling for them all year. Gio's been basically talking about them since before the season started. He hasn't let us wrong on that. We're starting to see it now. Everybody in America is starting to see it now. Indiana Hoosiers for the win. Give me Indiana over Nebraska. Elijah Martinez is here. Why didn't I win the thing from the Comic-Con? We haven't given anything away, Elijah. You're still good. We're doing our giveaways probably starting next week. We're going to be doing more giveaways. So don't worry, Elijah. We see your comment. You're a part of everything. We will definitely get in contact with you if you end up winning. So for those of y'all that are part of our Sweep the League YouTube channel, where you subscribe to our Sweep the League TV on YouTube, you're entered. We've got autographs to give away. We've got a wink, little thing we didn't announce. We've got some jerseys to give away. Basketball season's coming up. We're going to be giving away some jerseys. We've got more Lids hats. We've got more Lids gift cards. We got a ton of stuff to give away. So Elijah, don't worry. We haven't done them yet. This is Derrick Gervin's weekend. He's going into UTSA Hall of Fame. We're getting through the weekend here, and then we'll be glad to give away, start giving away some stuff here. So don't worry, Elijah. We got you covered, man. You'll be a part of the drawing. Miami and Louisville playing for the trophy that the coach who used to coach Miami and Louisville back in the day. That's so confusing, man. So confusing. Coach Howard, remember him? Rudy, he's played. Yeah, I do remember that. And Tim's taking Nebraska. I'm taking Indiana, man. It's going to be Indiana for me with the Indiana and Nebraska game. Moving down, it's going to be Virginia and Clemson. In the wake of Tony Bennett retiring, I don't see, the hoorah coming from the Cavaliers sitting at 4-2. I believe they're going to go 4-3. Clemson, that first game against Georgia just woke them up. Clemson is playing out of their minds right now. If Miami slips up, then you're going to probably have some kind of issues right there when it comes to Clemson and Miami for the ACC. But for right now, like I said, I've got Miami winning against Louisville earlier in the day. Also, give me Clemson to beat Virginia. I don't have any doubt that Clemson will come out on top there. Let's go over to Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, Tennessee, with one of the big games of the day, the Alabama Crimson Tide against the Tennessee Volunteers. Jalen Milrose taking his Crimson Tide team into Tennessee to play against, I can never do it, Lamalieva. So you got to forgive me on those. I'm not great with names. I'm an old fart. I'm not great with names, but this is a game right here where it all comes down to what we talked about last night. We talked about it the other day with Derek and Gio. We talked about how Georgia's going into Texas this weekend. And if they get that second loss, it could snowball because they still got to play Tennessee. They still got Florida, who, you throw out the record sometimes with some of these SEC games. But like we mentioned, they got Tennessee. They still have Ole Miss. So there's a potential there that if Georgia loses to Texas, then you could possibly look at a 3-loss Georgia team, maybe a 4-loss Georgia team. Same scenario here. If Bama trips up, that's 2 losses for Bama. Can we see them possibly losing somewhere down the line when it comes to the SEC? I'm looking up the rest of their schedule right here. And when it comes to Bama, this is a game that they've got to have if they want to make, a secured spot in the college football playoffs. Because they've got Tennessee, then they go and they play, they go back to Tuscaloosa, they play Missouri, but they still have LSU where they've got to travel into Death Valley for LSU. They still got to play Oklahoma later in the year. So they still have a difficult schedule. This is a game where if Bama loses, that's 2 losses. Could we see another possible 3-loss team in the SEC? And then it comes down to, okay, well, who gets in? You could have a 2-loss Tennessee team. Do you leave out a 3-loss Bama team? Do you leave out a 3-loss Georgia team? There's so much going on in the SEC, so much that's going to have to be broken down. Once we get close to the college football playoffs, we're going to have to break it down even more. But in this game right here, I really, really do like Tennessee, but I'm going to go with Bama in a very close game. Give me Alabama to beat Tennessee, and it's probably going to send Tennessee in a whirlwind because that'll be a 2-loss Tennessee team. I think the committee overlooks them if they lose another game, which is very possible for Tennessee. I'm going to take Bama this week. Man, it's close. Tim's taking Tennessee by a field goal. Louis in here, La Cocina Taco Truck, he says Texas for the win. We'll get to the Texas game in a little bit. It's so close. It's almost like if I get a coin and I do a coin flip, it's either or. So I'm taking Bama. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to take Alabama. Wouldn't surprise me if Tennessee wins, but I'm going to take Alabama in this game. Again, it's Rudy Campos Jr. Sweep the league. Derrick Gervin is on Hall of Fame duties tonight. He's got some stuff he's got to do for the Hall of Fame. He goes in tomorrow. Coach Gio, I believe, is working late, so he's not going to be able to join us tonight. But Let's move on here. Charlotte Navy, no doubt about it. Give me Navy in Annapolis. It's going to be a Navy win. I'm not even looking at that game right there. Then we go to another top 25 battle here. You've got Michigan traveling down to Champaign, Illinois, Memorial Stadium against the Fighting Illini. You've got the Wolverines against the Fighting Illini. Now, this is where you have Altmaier for Illinois. You have Warren for Michigan. Mullins is the running back of Michigan. 589 yards on the year, 6 touchdowns. I'm gonna go with Michigan in this one right here. It's not that I don't buy Illinois on the year. I do. I like Illinois, but in this game, it's a must win for Michigan. I'm taking Michigan for the win over Illinois. I think it comes down to probably, I think they win by a touchdown. I'm going to give Michigan the win by a touchdown. Latest numbers have Michigan's favored by 4, but I'm going to take them by 6 or 7. I'm taking them basically by a touchdown. Give me Michigan for the win against the Illini. Then we go Notre Dame traveling to Atlanta, Georgia, Mercedes-Benz Stadium against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech was the team to beat earlier in the year. I mean, they were just coming off left and right. King for Georgia Tech, just going crazy. Haynes rushing for 536 yards on the year so far. Rutherford has 509 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Riley Leonard for Notre Dame. You guys remember him, former Duke quarterback. Riley Leonard. Is it fair to say that I don't buy a whole lot of Notre Dame right now? I mean, I'm gonna go with it. I'm going with Georgia Tech to win this game. I like Notre Dame, but a lot of us, Derrick Gervin in particular, myself and Gio, we just didn't really buy the Notre Dame hype in the beginning of the year, and we're kind of still not buying it right now. So I like Georgia Tech in this game. If I'm a betting man, I'm taking Georgia Tech plus 10. I'm also taking them just for the outright win. Give me Georgia Tech. As Tim is saying, Georgia Tech's quarterback is questionable for Saturday's game. That does make a whole lot of difference. Questionable, say he plays. If he plays, I'm taking Georgia Tech. If he doesn't, then it's probably Notre Dame. But for pick's sakes, I'm going to take Georgia Tech over Notre Dame in this game right here. Texas A&M against Mississippi State. I'm taking A&M. There's no way I'm not taking A&M this week. I feel that they're going to go to 6-1, continue on that march in SEC play, getting ready for Texas at the end of November. So I think I'm going to take Texas A&M in that game over Mississippi State. LSU traveling to Arkansas. Now, come on, guys. We've seen Arkansas already. Arkansas has, can we say they've pulled off some really, really close wins, I guess, and some good wins, baby. I mean, I would say that. I definitely would. Do you dare take LSU over Arkansas? Like, is that a game where we actually look at it and say, okay, I think I'm going to take LSU over Arkansas? Are we confident enough to take LSU against Arkansas? I mean, look at the games. Arkansas, they beat Oklahoma State. I'm sorry, they did not beat Oklahoma State. They ended up beating Auburn. They beat Tennessee, number 4 Tennessee. They did lose to A&M, but a close game at that. So, I mean, LSU's going into Arkansas. This is another game where could it be a trap game for LSU going in there to Donald Reynolds Razorback Stadium, Fayetteville. Tim saying LSU by a point. Lee, man, Tim, you're making it tough for me because I do like Arkansas. I love Jackson. 566 yards rushing already, 10 touchdowns on the year. I don't know about Newsmeyer for LSU still. I'm still on the fence with him, man. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna go Arkansas. I think Arkansas takes this. I think they pull another upset over another top 10 ranked team. Give me Arkansas. Give me the Razorbacks for the win over LSU. Now we head over to Mountaineer Field at Millen-Pusker Stadium for the West Virginia Mountaineers against Kansas State. I'm taking Kansas State. I don't. Avery Johnson's gonna. I think he's gonna have a really good game this weekend. Definitely give me Kansas State. I like West Virginia, but I don't like them against Kansas State. I'm definitely not going to take them over Kansas State. So give me West Virginia, Avery Johnson. Giddens is going to have another. He's at 786 yards, I believe, on the ground already. So they're going to continue the onslaught. Give me Kansas State. I like them over West Virginia. UCF going to Iowa State. UCF always gives teams trouble, but I mean Iowa State, man. I'm not going to bet against Iowa State right now. I love me some Cyclones right now. You've got Becht, who's got 400 or 1,400 yards passing, 10 touchdowns, only 3 picks. Jackson for Iowa State, 314 yards on the ground. You've got 520 yards receiving for Noel. I mean, right now, Iowa's just doing it on both sides of the ball. Love Iowa State right now. Don't think they're going to have any trouble with UCF. Give me the Cyclones to win over UCF and put them at 7-0. And I think they're going to, if some of these teams lose that we're calling it, that I'm calling it, you could see Iowa probably at number 6 or 7 when the new rankings come out, depending on what happens. We're going to jump from one game to another. SMU against Stanford. I know we jumped the Texas-Georgia game. There's a reason why. SMU, Stanford. I have SMU winning. I don't see them losing to Stanford at all. Southern Methodist University goes to 6-1, continues, their streak to try to get into the college football playoffs, which they can. They really, really can hit into the college football playoffs. Last but not least, before we head to commercial break, Texas against Georgia. This is the game of the weekend here. Game of the weekend. You saw Quinn Ewers come back for the Red River rivalry. Played good. Texas looked good against Oklahoma. They looked really good against Oklahoma. You got Carson Beck. We got to see who's playing for Georgia first off. Injuries, off the field issues. That's what's killing the Bulldogs, man. It really is killing the Bulldogs. And it's going to play a huge factor this weekend. I have Texas rolling against UGA. I have Georgia losing to Texas, going to 5-2 on the year, 3-2 in conference. Texas stays number 1. They go to 7-0, 3-0 in the SEC. I don't have Texas winning by more than 15. I want to say, for me, 15 is the max. It's going to be close until the very end, I think. Georgia's coming into Texas, Austin. It's going to be riled. It's going to be rowdy in Austin. So it's a 6:30 kickoff. Everybody's going to be all eyes on this game. Texas's defense, I mean, I'm not even going to say their defense. On both sides of the ball, this is the reason why I picked Texas to be this year's national champions, because they dominate on both sides of the ball. Right now, Sark has them playing unbelievable in Austin. The biggest worries in Austin were Ewers goes down. Who do we have? Who is our backup? That's when the train falls apart. It goes off the tracks when you saw the starting QB, Ewers, whoever it was, go down. Then it was over. They don't have that problem. Ewers gets hurt. You have a legitimate starter in Arch Manning. The train just keeps on trucking through. Give me Texas to go to 7-0. And I'm taking the final score. We're going to do 30-21. I'll take 30-21. Texas. We'll do 30-21. They win by 9. Like I said, 15 is probably the max that I could see Texas winning by. So I'm going to take Texas for the win over Georgia. I got them at 30-21. It's gonna be a good game. Everybody tune in for that game. Who do you have? Do you have Texas? Do you have Georgia? Do the Longhorns actually go down this weekend? we're going to find out, man. We'll see what goes on here this weekend for college football. Those are the picks for our top 25 college football. When we get back, we're going to do our NFL picks. Well, I'll do the NFL picks, and then we're ending the show. We'll be off for the entire weekend. We'll be back on Monday, probably with an early show. Monday, if not, it's going to be a show that we may record over the weekend for you guys. But nonetheless, it's Derrick Gervin's weekend. It's his holiday. It's his Hall of Fame holiday weekend. So we won't be on live tomorrow. We may play a replay for you guys, but we're not going to be on live tomorrow for to celebrate Derrick going into the Hall of Fame. And then also we'll probably end up seeing you guys on Monday. So it's going to be a great weekend. We're going to try to provide a lot of coverage on Saturday at the football game, UTSA football game. Similar to what we did at Big Texas Comic Con, we're going to do the same thing at UTSA football this weekend as we celebrate Derrick Gervin going into UTSA Hall of Fame. Rudy Campos Jr., when we get back, NFL picks, guys. We're going to run through the NFL picks when we get back. Again, this is Rudy Campos Jr. for Sweep the League. We'll be right back. Are you looking for a contracting company that gets the job done right the first time? Look no further than MCS General Contracting. MCS specializes in top quality concrete work, including patios, driveways, foundations, and swimming pools. The team of experts are dedicated to delivering exceptional results and unparalleled customer satisfaction. At MCS General Contracting, they're not just hardworking, they're local. Based in San Antonio, they are committed to building relationships and trust within the community. That's why MCS guarantees your satisfaction. They pride themselves on getting the job done right the first time, every time. So why wait? Contract MCS General Contracting today to schedule your project and experience the difference for yourself. MCS General Contracting. Building a better San Antonio, one project at a time. Proud sponsors of Sweep the League.
I just want to say hello to everyone, and I want to thank all my UTSA brethren. That starts with my coaches, my teammates, and the people that made it happen. Miss Lynn Hickey, of course, Don Eddy, Neville Shedd, Larry Gatewood, and Terry Morris. I want to thank you guys for getting me towards my path. And, of course, I got to give my guys some love, all my UTSA teammates. Especially Ike Thornton. Without Ike, I don't know if I'd even made it 3 years. So he was the guy that kind of kept me grounded. So I just want to give a shout out to all my people and say, UTSA Road Runners.
Ever wondered what regret smells like? Meet Interception by Dak Prescott. Tired of scoring all the time? Us too. That's why we created Interception. For those men who don't want to score tonight. With notes of missed opportunities and a hint of maybe next time, Interception is the perfect scent for the guy who prefers the friend zone. So, take a break from winning and spritz on some Interception. Because sometimes it's okay to drop the ball.
For the ones who doubted, now we showing the proof. Came from the struggle, we live in the truth.
STL Music.
Yeah, challenges come, but we here to stay. Built from the dirt, now we paving the way. Had a bad day, but it's like
All right, welcome back to Sweep the League. Rudy Campos Jr. Derrick Gervin working on his Hall of Fame induction this weekend. He's got some Hall of Fame duties tonight. So he's not joining us tonight. Also, Coach Tio, I just got a text. He's working late. So no worries on that, man. We'll be doing our NFL picks here just a little bit here. Get to some of the comments here. Tim wants to know over and under. Texas gets to the Georgia quarterback 6 times. I'll say 6. Just flat out 6. I'll take 6. Probably have 6 sacks on the day. I'll take 6. No worries on that. He says, hey, I know those guys. Yeah, we love those guys. MCS General Contracting, man. You know, what they're going to probably have to do, Leah, is call you guys from Georgia to see if y'all can build a wall to stop the Longhorns defense from getting to Beck this weekend. So hopefully y'all get called in. Y'all can build that wall for the Georgia Bulldogs as they head into Austin. So appreciate all you guys do, man. If you need, if you're a businessman, you got to do the parking lot. You got to get the parking lot ready. Call them at MCS General Contracting. They're the best in the business. And even at your house, man, you got foundation problems. You got a driveway. You got to put that swimming pool in. You got to just make the backyard. You know what? You want to build this entire 3 or 4 basketball courts in the backyard, and you need that concrete poured. Contact Lehan, the boys. They're going to take care of you. You know what? They're going to take care of you right the first time. They're not going to come back and have to do, all these repairs and all that. Never, never, never. Leha does it right the first time. And you know what? If there's any issues, they will take care of you 100% of the time. They are backed by Sweep the League. We support them 100%. We put our guarantee just like they do on it. That is MCS General Contracting. Jacob Erickson here. He's laughing away. I got the over under 21 games that Kawhi plays. Man, that is a you know what, Leia? I'm going to take the under on that. The best ability in the NBA is availability. And yeah, Kawhi thing, I'm not going to lie. I'll take y'all back in the while here. When I was a part of another network a long time ago, when Kawhi was in San Antonio, I said his everlasting thing outside of, winning finals MVP and helping bring a title to San Antonio was he's going to forever be remembered for getting the stink eye. If you guys remember, he had pink eye, which we call the stink eye. Yeah, if you really want to know, one way you can get it, just Google that on how you get the stink eye. But I remember he had missed like 6 games or something. It was weird because he had pink eye, which we call it something different here. So yeah, it's one of his best best memories in San Antonio. Yeah, they are the best. Tim's laughing. Jacob, I hope y'all like the Dak Prescott commercial we had. MCS though better than Dak. Everything's better than Dak Prescott right now, man. Hey, you pay the man, that's fine. You pay the guy. You got to pay the guy. He was the only quarterback out there worth, paying. So you got to pay him. But is it so much Dak's fault? I don't know, man. I have no idea if it's so much Dak's fault. It's hard to say. For those of y'all who don't know, Chris was terrorizing me today to meeting directly about Kawhi. Well, I forgot Jacob Eric is a massive Kawhi Leonard fan. And I'm not hating on the guy. Hard to hate on somebody when they're not on the court. So, I mean, you can't really hate on them. When you want the best, you call the best 100% of the time, man. Just talk to him, Rudy. Let him know. I'm definitely letting him know, man. Hey, I said it, and I 100% say it again. Sweep the League backs MCS General Contracting. You have that guarantee. You have problems with them? Call me up, man. Call me up. But I guarantee my phone will never ring because Lehan, the boys at MCS General Contracting, they do it right. I don't have to worry. I'll give you my phone number. You call me if you have issues with them. I guarantee no one's blowing up my phone because they do it right the first time, and they're going to take care of you 100% of the time. MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League. When is Jeff coming on? Man, Jeff's busy, bro. I can only do so much with Jeff. I'll promise I'll get him on here probably next week. I'll do my best to get him on here, Tim. So give me some time. We got a lot of guests lined up. We just got to find the time to get everybody on, man. And getting them on at 9:00 at night is a little harder than said, man. So here we go. It's our NFL pick time. As we know tonight, Broncos are playing against the Saints. We don't pick the Thursday night game since we make our picks after that. We're going to start off with the Patriots and Jaguars here. Back in London, man. Jacksonville's back in London. They stayed in London. They played the Bears last week. This is a game where I'm going to tell you now, don't even wake up early for this game. Enjoy your Sunday morning sleep in. No reason to wake up unless you're going to church early in the morning. This game's going to be one that just, who cares about this game? All I care about is Drake May. I actually have him in a couple of dynasty leagues. Give me the Patriots to continue the woes of the Jacksonville Jaguars. The only thing good about Jacksonville Jaguars right now is Brian Thomas Jr. This is a game where we're going to watch rookie against rookie, basically. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jaguars. Patriots on the side. Drake May on the Patriots side. Give me the Patriots. Drake May gets the first win for his first win for the New England Patriots. You need to get that crazy dude from USOA back on. Yes. Hey, you know what? You have to come back on here pretty soon. It's part of the contract, man. So we're going to get Leha back here on. Part of the contract, man. We got to get you back on here. Chargers and give me whoever's playing the Cowboys. We'll get to those games in a little bit. We are going to have Leha here. We got to talk to him here. I got to get his assessment of Spencer Rattler. I know it hasn't been great, Leha, and I'm sorry, but give the kid some time. Give the kid some time. You got to, give him some weapons and give him some time here. Bengals and Browns. Goodbye, Amari. It's Amari. He's gone. He's in Buffalo now. So Jerry Jeudy is Deshaun Watson's best wide receiver right now. As I cough because it's not any better for the Cleveland Browns, man. Bengals are 2-4. Browns are 1-5. We don't have to have a winner. This can end in a tie. We've seen it before, Donovan McNabb. You can tie. Give me the Bengals, though. I'm taking the Bengals. Joe Burrow has been, balling. Jamar Chase has been balling. I think the Bengals continue. They get to 3-4. Give me the Bengals. We got Lions and Vikings. Oh, my. Game of the week. 4-1. Detroit Lions going into U.S. Bank Stadium, Minneapolis, Minnesota, against the undefeated Minnesota Vikings and the Fighting Sam Darnolds. Does Minnesota go 6-0? I mean, we wrote them off at the beginning of the year. Oh, the J.J. McCarthy, quarterback of the future. He's a rookie. Do we really see him lead the Vikings? Oh, man. Tough. I got to get the music back on here. Tough. Vikings playing outstanding football right now. Vikings lose. Give me Detroit to go to 5-1. Vikings go suffer their first loss. They go to 5-1. Detroit takes the lead in the NFC North. Give me the Detroit Lions to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Texans. Oh my God. Starting to sound like a way big time Southerner. Texans against the Packers. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Lambeau Field, Green Bay, Wisconsin. The Cheeseheads are going to be out. Can you really beat the Texans? Right now, they're probably one of the top teams in the AFC. One of the teams you can talk about maybe being Super Bowl contenders. Can the Packers beat the Texans? I say they can. They can beat the Texans. I think the Packers can beat the Texans. I like what I see from Green Bay, but not this weekend. I'm taking the Texans this weekend. The Packers can beat the Texans on any other Sunday, any other given day. Give me the Texans for the win. Texans beat the Packers this weekend. Dolphins and Colts, another one where it's kind of like snore fest. Apparently Anthony Richardson is back. I had said last week if Joe Flacco pays, I was going to take the Colts. I think Anthony Richardson is going to be back this weekend. In a game where I don't really care about it, Lucas Oil Stadium, Indianapolis, Indiana. Give me the Colts no, you know what? Give me the Dolphins. I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm doing a flip-flop. Shout out to Abel out there on Twitter, Rodimus Prime. Give me the Dolphins to beat the Indianapolis Colts back. You know what? If you keep notice here, I've taken nothing but the road teams. I haven't taken a home team yet. Does that change? Eagles and Giants. Oh my, no. I like the Giants. I'm not gonna lie. Daniel Jones, Malik Neighbors is back. Tyrone Tracy is playing, for rookies playing really good. Eagles struggled last week. Saquon, I think he still got 20 touches. It wasn't Saquon. Do the Eagles, do they really have a legit shot to just run the table on the game here against the Giants? Oh, I picked the Giants a lot this year, and I've kind of been disappointed in a few of them. I'm going to take the safe bet, and I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles, another road team, to win this weekend. I'm taking Philadelphia, even though the Giants are going to win. I'm calling it now. Remember this. Write it down. 45-08 in the sweep the league stream. I'm taking the Eagles, but my heart takes the Giants, but my mind says take the Eagles. Give me the Eagles. Seahawks and Falcons battle the birds. You don't pick against Mr. 500-yard man, Kirk Cousins. Give me the Atlanta Falcons to continue their ways to the Super Bowl, even though they're not going to be there. The Lions are going to be there. But give me the Falcons to beat the Seahawks just because. Just because, man. Just because. I'm taking my first home team. First home team, definitely. Give me the Falcons this week. Can't believe Spencer when the damn offensive line is cooked. Exactly. No weapons. The offensive line is bad. Doesn't have his receivers. I mean, yeah, just let Rattler cook a little bit. Let Rattler cook. Barkley will nice get a welcome party this Sunday. Yeah, he's going to get the win this Sunday. Titans at Bills. Give me another home team for the win. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills, and Amari Cooper now with Buffalo gives Josh Allen that number one receiver that he desperately needs. Not really, because they're still winning without number one receivers. Give me the Buffalo Bills to beat the Tennessee Titans. Panthers and Commanders. Jaden Daniels is just going to continue to be the best rookie quarterback in this draft class. I didn't have him as the offensive rookie of the year. I took, I took Bo Nix to win offensive rookie of the year. But Jaden Daniels is by far playing way better than that. Panthers coming into Landover, Maryland, Northwest Stadium. Give me the Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders easily. Raiders and Rams. Give me the Rams. It's at home. It's in Inglewood, California, SoFi Stadium. Neither team is great. You just lost Devontae Adams. Max Crosby's unhappy. Give me the Rams to go to 2-4. Raiders go to 2-5. I like the Rams this week. Chiefs, 49ers. Another game of the week here. Do the Chiefs end that winning streak? Do they finally lose this year against the Niners? I take San Francisco this week. I say there will be no more undefeated teams after this weekend. Give me the Chiefs. Give me the Niners. Sorry. Give me the Niners to beat the Chiefs this weekend in Levi Stadium, Santa Clara, California. 49ers win. They go to 4-3. Chiefs go to 5-1. I think it's somewhat of a shootout, but in the end, give me the 49ers to beat the Chiefs. Jets with their new weapon in Devontae Adams head over to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Russell Wilson looks like he's getting the start for the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers got his best friend back in Devontae. Everybody's hyping the New York Football Jets. I'm going to stay on that hype. Give me the Jets to win. Rodgers is going to look happy. I think they pull off the win here. Sends Pittsburgh to 4-3. Jets win 3. Now, if the Jets don't win, I'm done. I'm not picking them ever again the rest of the year. Ravens and Buccaneers, battle of 4-2 teams. I love Baltimore right now. I didn't love them in the beginning of the year. I said they were probably going to be the worst team in the AFC North, and putting them at the worst team in the AFC North necessarily didn't mean they were going to have a losing record. I just didn't think they would make the playoffs. Lamar Jackson's playing great. Derrick Henry right now, I would say this. I would say Derrick Henry's probably the NFL MVP right now. If we're ending the season right now, you'd have to give it to Derrick Henry. Guy's having a monumental season right now. Give me the Baltimore Ravens to go to 5-2, and the Buccaneers go to 4-3. Give me Baltimore this week. Chargers and Cardinals, Monday Night Football. Tough one here. Give me the Chargers. I'm going to take the Chargers to win on Monday Night Football against the Cardinals. Those are our picks. Eric Jacobs in here says, forgot the Cowboys on a bye. Give me the bye for the W. You and I both. So I made mention of this the other day, and I said, look, if the Cowboys don't do anything, they're in the bye. We don't see a change made in coaching. We don't see anything. Then I think you're right. The bye wins the week. Something has to be done for Dallas. No one's going to trade anybody up for anybody on the team. Now, here's the one thing. Micah Parsons. I still think you probably need to move on from Micah. You've already paid Dak. You've already paid CD Lamb. You can probably still get a few first round picks for Micah Parsons. The defense is in shambles. It's been in shambles even with Micah and Lawrence playing. If you're Jerry, you probably need to take those calls on Micah and see what you can get for him. And I guarantee you there's going to be a first, maybe, I mean, a couple first in there for Micah Parsons. You can always rebuild the defense through the draft. But right now, the defense just looks terrible. So if you can't stop anybody, trade away your assets and get, picks to where you can reload in the draft and just rebuild that Cowboy defense. You've already paid the two players. You've already played two of the three players you had to pay. Are you really going to pay Micah Parsons? I mean, that's three massive contracts on the books. I don't see it happening. If Jerry is a good GM, which we know he's not, don't fire me, Jerry, please. I don't want you to fire me from Sweep the League. But if Jerry is a good enough or decent GM, he's taking phone calls on Micah right now, and he's seeing what he can get. Which again, I think you can still get a really good package for Micah Parsons. So you got to make the move. Make the move. Get what you can. The defense isn't stopping anybody. It's already proven. The defense isn't stopping anybody. So you're not going to compete for a Super Bowl. With the team currently constructed, you're not competing for a Super Bowl. You're trying to compete for a playoff spot. So I'm just saying, take every call that you can when it comes to Micah. You can run or throw the ball on that defense. Just run a play. Exactly. I mean, just trade it. I mean, you may want to move on from Micah. That's 100% the way I feel about it. Just move on from Micah Parsons. You have to get what you can for him. That way you don't have to pay him, and just build to the draft. Rebuild to the draft. I mean, that's probably the best bet for Cowboy fans. I mean, they can't be any more pissed off at you than they are right now. So, nonetheless, take the calls, man. Take the calls on everybody. The only people that you're probably not going to get calls on are Dak and CD Lamb. And just take calls. Take the calls and make the moves. Make the deals. You're not winning anything this year. There's no Super Bowl in sight this year. There's no Super Bowl in sight probably next year. Just rebuild that defense to the draft. Trade away your assets right now. Rebuild that defense to the draft. You have extra picks. You could probably grab another offensive lineman. I mean, you can do a lot in the draft. So, words of wisdom for Jerry. Just you want to make a splash. You want to go all in. Well, the best way to go all in this season is to start moving some of your valuable pieces. That would be the best way. That would show Cowboy fans that you're serious about the future of the Dallas Cowboys. But as we all know, you're probably more interested in making money than you are winning. It's been said 100 times. In fact, it's been said 100 times probably in the last hour. That's the way a lot of people feel. You want to prove them wrong? You know what? Take the heat. Make those trades. Take the calls. Hey, Jerry, we'll give you 2 firsts and a third and a fifth and sixth for Micah. Good deal. Take it. I don't know any GM that wouldn't take a deal like that. I mean, you haven't won with Micah. You haven't won with Lawrence. You haven't won with Dak. But, I mean, you already paid Dak. Nobody's going to take Dak. CD is your most valuable asset is CD Lamb. So, I mean, you've got the offensive side of the ball off to a good start. You got to plug and play and put some pieces on there. But on the defensive side, you have a lot of work to do. And when you have that many holes on the defensive side, best time to do is through the draft. Build it through the draft. So Trade away your assets, Jerry. That's what I say. Trade away your assets, your valuable pieces, not your assets, but your most valuable pieces. I would say trade them away. Micah would be the first one. No disrespect to Micah Parsons. No disrespect to anybody on that defense. But if you want to go all in, you got to make moves, man. You got to make a splash. And that's the best way to make a splash is to start taking those calls and start making, wheels and deals for everything else. So shout out to Derrick Gervin, man. Derrick going into UTSA Hall of Fame tomorrow night. We're not going to be on tomorrow. Obviously, it's Derrick Gervin holiday weekend. We are going to be at the UTSA game. It's going to be myself. Derrick's going to be there. Shamai's going to be there. So if you see us walking around, definitely give us a shout out. Hey, take a picture, man. Take a picture with us. Derrick's going to be signing autographs from everything. If you see him, you want a picture with Derrick, take a picture with Derrick. It's going to be a great weekend for Derrick Gervin going into Hall of Fame, UTSA Hall of Fame. So if you're going to the game, give us a shout out. See Derrick. Like I said, see Derrick, take a picture with him, get his autograph, do whatever you want to do, guys. Just have fun with it. Enjoy the moment. Derrick, we love you out there, man. We know you're watching the show. We love you very, very much. We appreciate everything you do for us here at Sweep the League. This is your home, just like it's our home here at Sweep the League. So we're standing behind you 100% this weekend. We're cheering you on. We're going to be with you on Saturday as UTSA does. It's going to be honoring the Hall of Fame class. So we're going to be with you on Saturday at the UTSA game. Leha's in here. Shout out to the legend, Derrick Gervin. Yeah, shout out to Derrick, man. He's a great guy. Great guy. He's been one of my best friends for the good part of probably like 4 years, if so, maybe going on 4 years. We've been really tight, really good friends. So definitely like brothers. I mean, we talk almost every day. So that just kind of shows you the relationship we have. So shout out to Derrick Gervin. Monday, we're going to try to go live Monday with our NBA preview show. We got to get that in the books, but if not, we may record it this weekend and we'll present it to you on Monday. So that's what the idea is for Monday show. Shout out to MCS General Contracting again, the best in the business. The guarantee is there, man. Sweep the League backs them 100%, guarantees them 100%. We'll put them up against anybody in the business, local, nationally. I don't care. I'll put them up against anybody. That's MCS General Contracting, proud sponsors of Sweep the League. Y'all guys have a great weekend. Remember, enjoy the weekend for Derrick Gervin. Crack open those beers and shout a toast to Derrick Gervin himself as tomorrow he goes into UTSA Hall of Fame. Birds up, Derrick. See you guys Monday, knuckleheads. In fact, take it back. See you guys Saturday. We're going to be live Saturday a couple of times, so be sure to tune into our YouTube page, Sweep the League TV. Be a subscriber. That way you can join us on our live streams this Saturday as we cover Derrick Gervin. We share videos about Derrick Gervin. So tune into the YouTube channel, guys. Love you guys. See y'all next week.
Yeah, Prescott Cologne for those nights when you don't want to score, just go night night. Oh, we them boys are still America's team. Close your eyes and make a wish. Just spray some INT. INT signature, yeah. We got that INT signature, but this is a parody. This song isn't for sale. It's for Sweep the League. INT. Yeah. Number 30, Derrick Gervin, do you feel the weight? Reppin' UTSA legacy that we create. Didn't rise alone, now it's bigger than me. The whole fam roll, run the blood, running deep. I wear that 30 for the squad, for the dreamers. Running uphill, but faith kept us believers. Gotta grind every minute, every play, it's a test. Chasing dreams, but success demands your very best. Dreams do come true, but they never come free. Every day the risk too, gotta hustle to be the only thing that stop me. The man in the mirror, still reppin' number 30, UTSA, the vision clear.
Are you a hockey fan looking for the latest on the Edmonton Oilers, Pittsburgh Penguins, and NHL news of the week? Barry and Carson Best bring it all to you on the Best Boys Center Ice podcast. They break down games, provide insider updates, and keep you up to speed every week. Don't miss out, subscribe now and join their hockey family.
Welcome to the Lean Left, Lean Right podcast, where spirited debates and open discussions reign supreme. Join hosts Rudy and Shemaya as they dive headfirst into the hottest topics in politics and beyond. They're all about seeking common ground without losing their passion for their perspectives. If you're ready for real talk and honest opinions, subscribe now and join the conversation.
We build a legacy, yeah, they know the name. STL music, it's a movement, not just a claim. Loyalty, respect, that's the code we honor. In the face of adversity, we stand stronger. We build a legacy, yeah, they know the name. STL music, it's a movement, not just a claim. Loyalty, respect, that's the code we honor. In the face of adversity, we stand stronger.